Hey guys, today we out in the outdoor kitchen. We're fixing to cook up some duck breast and an onion gravy. We're going to go through this step by step. You want this full recipe, it is available on CWCOutdoors.com. You can get the cookbook that just came out with a whole lot of other stuff. So we're going to start off. We've got our fire already on the cast iron pot. Before I do that, let me get a little oil just to keep this thing. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in the bottom. Then we're going to get our duck meat. And we're going to get these browned down real good. And while this is browning, we're going to come over here and cut up all our onions and bell peppers. You can see I've got two pretty decent sized onions, and I had two bell peppers that I kind of got started on. So let's get this chopped up. We'll get that meat brown, pull it out, and then we'll start on the gravy. You know, growing up, my grandma had no knife like that, and I guarantee you, she ain't never once had a chef knife, but I promise you she cooked better food than most chefs. And she used just an old, look how wore down that knife is. You pass that on a stone, boy, that thing's sharp. But pass it on that finger, you'll find out. You tell the difference between that, probably a pintail, that's a big old mallard. That was probably a teal. Alright guys, we got some good color on them old duck breasts. We're going to get them out of here. Alright, let's get them onions and bell peppers in there. We'll get all of them out of here. Now we got them grammys in the bottom right there. What we're going to do is we're going to hit that with just a little bit of water. Give that a stir, clean it up a little bit. I'm going to let them onions and bell peppers start to soften up. That water is going to evaporate here in a second. And we're going to start cooking them down. So in the meantime though, we're going to hit them with that seasoning. Sauce bon and that voodoo, baby. I'm going to get that sauce bon in here. Woo, that smells good already. You put that on just about anything, make it taste and smell good. So we're going to hit it with a little heat. Open this thing up. There it is right there. Alright, so y'all look at this. One of the things I get, y'all see my onions, all them onions we had in here, over half a pot. They cooked down, the bell pepper. Y'all can see they're getting good color. But we still got some little chunks in there. We're going to keep browning this. We want this to, pretty much we're going to add a little water, keep cooking, keep browning. We're going to keep cooking these things down until they turn to a complete paste. And then we're just going to keep browning that. That's going to be the color we're looking for. And the onions are going to be the thickness. It's not going to be a real thick gravy. It's an onion gravy, but boy, it's one of the best gravies you'll get. And you're not going to get this in most places, especially in a restaurant. You're going to have to find somebody and go home with them to get this kind of gravy. But we'll show you at the end how good this looks, and I promise you it's going to taste better. Onions are starting to sweat down pretty good. I'm going to cut up some mushrooms, and we're going to cut them up pretty fine. We're going to add this to the onions. We're going to let this kind of help make a base also to thicken it up a little bit. But the best thing is the flavor on these are just absolutely amazing. Mushrooms, look at them onions, boy, they getting dark like we want. We're gonna hit them with them mushrooms, and the mushrooms are gonna cook a lot faster. We're gonna give that a little stir. Look at this. Oh yeah. Now you see where it's sticking on the bottom right there? That's what we're looking for. Watch what you do with that. Hit that with a little water. Deglaze that. Look at the color coming off of that. Now we got them mushrooms. We're going to get them sauteed down. Oh my God. Woo! That's going to be some good eating right there. Alright guys, let's get a shot of that motherfucking Coors Light. And let's get these duck breasts in that onion, bell pepper, and mushroom. Cook down. We're going to let this brown for a little bit longer with the meat in. Let that come together. Then we're going to add about 4 to 5 cups of water. And we're going to let this simmer for about 2.5 hours. And that old duck breast is going to be tender, full of flavor, and the best damn thing on a bed of rice that you've ever had. Alright guys, we got them old ducks cooking down in that onion gravy. Now we're going to let this cook for probably 2.5 hours. Get them old duck breasts broke down, tender, all in a part. Now here in a little while we're going to throw these turnips in there, so we're going to get a little turnip skinning going on. Get these old turnip skins. We're going to get them cut up. We'll cut them kind of like you would potatoes. You know, about the size you would cut potatoes to a bowl. And we're going to put these in when we've only got about probably 30-35 minutes left. We just want to get these tender. We don't want to cook them to the point that they fall apart, because I like the taste and the texture of turnips, especially in old brown gravy where it soaks up all the seasoning, all the love. So we're going to get them skinned, get them cut up, and then we're going to get them in some cold water and let them chill for about the next 1.5 hours, 2 hours. Alright guys, y'all look at my old duck gravy. Y'all can see all the beautiful duck meat. We added a little water. We're going to add some turnips. And we're going to let this cook till them turnips get done. And then she's going to be ready. Ooh, that's going to be good right there, bro. If we was at the camp right now, we'd have people going crazy. Put the lid on that. Let it smother down for about another 30 minutes. And we're going to get after it. Alright guys, after cooking all day, here it is. We got the duck breast with the turnips. Everything is falling apart. Tender. Look at that. Got the turnips, got the duck. We got it all on the plate. Did a little potato salad. Of course, we did that motherfucking cornbread. Threw a little jalapenos and cheese in there. As always, another great video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, do it all. Stick around, see what we're doing next. And if you want any of the products we have, CWCOutdoors.com. Again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.